it's important to learn my strings instrument because it's really fun to play and it's important to learn and try new things. I think I'll be able to be more patient and kind when I'm listening to people in life.
I think strings is important because it helps me focus on the rest of my schoolwork.
I think learning a strings instrument is important because you can make new friends that have the same interest as you. You can get better at the instrument you want to learn. And you could also help people with your music that are sad. And you could give them a bit of joy.
One reason I think it's important to learn our strings instruments is because if you want to know like what the pitch of something is, like if it's high pitch or low pitch.
The thing I may use in the future is doing something over and over again until I get good at it.
I think it's important to learn my strings instrument because it can help me with like all kind of sorts of music. Also, it's helping me learn a bit of like Italian because some cello phrases are in Italian. It also like helps your emotions. Like it makes you in touch.
In strings, I have learned how to think over stuff, look over the notes, and I think that would help me later in life when I am thinking over troubling things or things hard to understand. And I've changed as a person because I have become more able to express myself and feel like my love for music has grown.
Some skills that I learned from playing my strings instrument are probably being able to memorize some notes and stuff, and I think it also gave me like strength to practice a lot.
I think it's important that we learn a string instrument because, well, it's fun and it helps our brain grow in a way that other things don't make our brain grow in this way.
I think it's important to learn strings because in strings we learn how to play an instrument, how to make really beautiful music, and how to take what we learn or what we hear in the world and in music and really think more about it. Also, to learn that sometimes there's not one right answer or one wrong answer, but there's this thing in between. I think it really takes you to understand how to be patient and how to listen, and really about metacognition, about thinking about how you're playing and thinking about your thinking.
I think it's important to learn a strings instrument because it helps your brain grow and you learn new things every day, like playing new songs, and most importantly of all, it makes you feel joyful. It makes you feel happy and springy and dancing like.
It is important for me to learn the violin because of my great-grandfather. This is his violin and he worked really hard on it. And the fact is, he played in the 1940s. He was a concert violinist and learning will help me honor him.
Playing violin contributed to my poly experience by teaching the more you practice, the better you get.
Strings really helped me during COVID and during the pandemic because it was another hobby that I got to do when I didn't get to go out or I didn't get to see my friends. I got to play strings and it was entertaining and I really enjoyed it.
One little benefit of doing strings over Zoom is that it's a little more easy to hear yourself. Something that's also kind of fun is that we can see fun things like silly pets sleeping in violin cases and stuff.
It was super fun to just play an instrument and let my creativity flow while I am playing it and letting me hear all these beautiful sounds.
Something that really enriched my poly experience this year, even if it was virtual, was practicing and playing my strings instrument. I really learned how to be responsible and committed to my strings instrument. But what I really like about playing a strings instrument is the fun. You're proud that you accomplished those pages and the songs, and you know that your hard work has never gone to waste.
Strings contributed to my poly experience this year because it helped me learn to focus more and to help me learn in a better way.
During the poly experience with strings this year, I think it was great. It was really different than our academic learning schedule. And then practicing it felt like, we were in strings in person. Some benefits is that Ms. Scheidemann got to do one-on-one feedback.
Some highlights that I noticed of doing strings virtually is, one, we get to bring our instruments home and practice. I also enjoy the fact that we have a virtual classroom now, and the virtual classroom has these different things that we usually wouldn't have time to do in class. And the last thing is there are tuning apps that we would never have put thought into in-person strings, but it saves so much time for you.
Something I really liked about strings over Zoom is I got to work at my own pace for Seesaw, and the songs I got to work at my own pace. Something I really enjoyed was being able to listen to everybody else play on Zoom.
Strings really affected me this year because I didn't have anything to do most of the year, and that strings I could do whenever because most of the things have been canceled, and then we had strings at home. So that's really nice.
Strings was amazing this year. I really liked it.
This strings year was unpredictable.
It has cured my boredom.
Fun, amazing, cool, hilarious.
Strings was amazing.
Strings is very engaging and fun.
Strings was fun, challenging, and rewarding.
Violin is fun and hard.
Fun, nice to hear, awesome.
Strings was exciting, awesome, and fun.
Fun, exciting, patience.
Strings has been fun, exciting, different, and interesting.
Cheerful, joyful, and fun.
Fun, hard, surprising, exciting, awesome.
It was so much fun.
I think strings is very important because it helps boost your memory, and also being able to play one instrument in life is very useful.
I think it's important to learn to play a musical instrument because if you play it, it helps with hand-eye coordination and it boosts your memory.
Strings has taught me to read music like dynamics and notes, persevere when I don't get it the first time, and learn how to work together as a team and to play in harmony with the other instruments.
I think strings is more of an opportunity than like something you have to do. It's really something I enjoy, and it's fun just playing an instrument. You're getting to learn new pieces. I think it was just a really fun experience.
When I just started playing the violin, I thought that I wouldn't play this instrument for long. But over time, I started liking the violin more, and I'm proud to say that I play the violin. Playing it has made me more confident and smart. It's been a really fun experience playing the violin, and I hope to continue playing it.
I think it's important to learn my strings instrument because I think it's a really good learning experience, and I like trying things new.
I think it's important to learn an instrument so you can like explore new things you haven't done and like go out of your comfort zone and hang out with your friends in a new light and everything like that.
I think playing a strings instrument was important because
I developed new skills like working together when we play and listening to each other in strings class. Also, it was really fun to learn how to play a new instrument.
I think strings is important to learn because it helps you become more patient with yourself.
I love playing the bass and it's just become a part of me now. I can't really go a week without playing it. I can't really imagine my life without having the bass to play.
Strings class has contributed to my Poly experience because it sounds really nice when you can just play together. And when you practice for a lot, a surprise is that it just feels normal to play together, and it feels really nice when you're playing in person and when it's all synced. And instruments just feel really beautiful and sound really beautiful.
Online school strings was a very big surprise, and one challenge I had to face was doing online school strings in China because the time zones were very different for the start of the year. Some unexpected benefits include using apps that were very helpful, like Simply Tuner and Smart Music.
An unexpected thing that we could do because of Zoom was Simply Tuner to tune your instrument, and it was very helpful. And we learned some really cool songs like Summer of a Rainbow, Dizzy Digits, and Orange Blossom Special. Something good out of Zoom is that even though I could only hear my Shine Mantle, it kind of helped because I could match my pitch with hers. I could adjust my playing to hers, and that was
really good.
This year on Zoom hasn't been ideal, but I enjoyed strings because I got to see my friends from other pods.
Strings instruments really helped virtual learning by it being one of the only classes that you can really participate in and play along with the class, because in real school we would be playing together and in sync, but on Zoom it's kind of difficult. So I think it's one of the only classes that lets you participate in a way that other classes don't.
One really big benefit from having strings was having your practicing really built into your schedule, and just it was very consistent.
I loved doing strings this year, even though it was on Zoom. My experience was wonderful. Even though I only had to listen to one person, I benefited from that, and I learned what everybody else was doing and what I was supposed to be doing too. Also, I really liked doing strings even though it was on Zoom because I was able to use cool tech devices like Simply Tuner, which helps me tune my instrument, and Smart Music, which helps me know what notes I'm playing wrong in a song. It's really fun having strings in person again, and I can't wait to see everybody play all together in the Sphinx concert.
Strings was great this year.
Fun, interesting practice.
Different, weird, practicing, mute, and fun.
Strings was very interesting and fun.
Strings was fun and engaging.
Best, fun, and enthusiastic.
Strings was fun and independent.
Memorable, difficult, and interesting.
Fun, different, exciting, and challenging.
Strings was a great experience.
Fun, challenging, and hard work.
Amazing, fun, and quick.
Strings was one of the best things.